he wants you to know he's there for us. Here's cut 2, please.
In the coming weeks, we will issue further guidance on what you can and cannot do once fully vaccinated.
This is what you voted for, and I guess you like it. I detest your existence. So you heard that correctly. This frickin' potato basically stated that once the country's fully vaccinated, he'll issue more guidance on what you can and can't do. Oh, really? So you spent the last 50 days hiding in your basement and letting Camel Toe Harris run the country, essentially, or Susan Rice. Take your pick for whatever person's running the country, but it ain't this potato. But he's saying that once the country is vaccinated, no, fully vaccinated, he'll let you know what you can and can't do. Oh, so you kind of sound like, what's that word that you accused Trump being? Oh, that's right, a fascist dictator. So you're basically, you, Joe the Potato, are a fascist dictator. You're telling me what I can and cannot do once fully vaccinated. And that goes to show you that once the government takes power, they never give it back. Ever. Name one time the country or the government has taken a right or a freedom away from you and given it back. Never. It has never happened. This is where we're at, folks. You morons out there, you idiots out there who voted for this piece of human shit. You voted for him. So you guys are fascists. So you are my enemy, essentially. You're a fascist. You for some reason, it amazes me. When I look back in the late 80s, early 90s, it was essentially the conservatives who were trying to, stop free speech, etc. For the NWA Cop Killer album and stuff like that. And I didn't really care for it back then because I'm like, well, what can they really do? But now, the roles have reversed. You have the conservatives out there who are actually trying to promote free speech and freedom. What are these a-holes doing on the left? Exactly this. Telling you what you can and can't do after they issue guidance after everyone's fully vaccinated. Really? Really? So, what you're saying here there, Potato, is once everyone gets a shot, everything's going back to normal? No. The government is not going to relinquish their power over us. They won't. They can't. Because the government is run by people. And people are essentially the same. Once people get power that they didn't have previously, they don't give it back. You really think this a-hole is going to give power back to us? Let us do what we want? You think the governors of like California, Michigan, New York, etc., are just going to hand the power back? You're good, guys. You can open up your businesses now. You're good. Thank you. No. They're already talking about climate lockdowns. This was a test bed. I'm not going to say it was planned, but this is basically, they were like, well, let's see what we can do. Let's see how far we can push people by taking away their freedoms. Apparently, it's pretty far you can push it when you tell them that there's a evil virus out there. And by the way, Susan Wojcicki, yes, there is a virus, and it's not. Oh God, I can't believe why I got to keep saying this. But if I don't say it, the moderators out there are going to go, oh, he's saying it doesn't exist. No, of course it exists. I disagree with what the government is telling us what we can and can't say, or can and can't do, where we can and can't go. This is crap. This is bullshit. Exactly. This is insane. You people out there that voted for this piece of human garbage are the enemy. Flat out. You are the enemy. You are no friend of mine. I want nothing to do with you because you all knew this was going to happen. But yet, what did you do? You kept voting for him. And you kept voting for liberal douchebags. This is all on your head now. The blood is on your hands, liberals, Democrats, progressives, complete douchebags on the left side of Pol Pot, Lenin, and Stalin. You guys are the enemy of this country. You are by far the worst people in the world. You're terrible people. And I know you don't believe that. And you're going to say, well, that's just, your opinion. Yeah, maybe. Your fault. You are the enemy of the people. This potato is the enemy of the people. Joe Biden is the enemy of the people. He is no fan of freedom. He isn't. Tell me one thing that he's doing right now that's helping people. He's clogging the borders up with people. Once he said, yeah, come on in. Everything is cool. Oh, really? Are we in a pandemic? Why are you allowing people in with no masks? Because you really think everybody coming to the border right now on the southern border is wearing a mask? How can you verify that they don't have the virus in them? Oh, that's right, you can't. But you let them in if they get in, and then you release them. Oh, that makes sense. When you can't go out in some states and have a bite to eat at a restaurant without having 19 masks strapped to your face and socially distance yourself from every human being, you're just going to allow thousands upon thousands of huddled masses journeying to breathe freely across the southern border during a pandemic? That makes a lot of sense. And by the way there, chucklehead and chuckleheads out there, aren't you endangering the people of Mexico? Oh, that's right. You are. You are. You're flooding Mexico with people from Central America who have the virus and spreading it further. And by the way, have you checked the numbers of people who died in Mexico to this virus? It's a lot. Not as much as the United States, but it's a lot. Into the hundreds of thousands. And you think this is a good idea? You're using those people at the border right now for future Democrat, douchebag, liberal, a-hole voters. And you're just letting them in. Why? Because of political expediency. You don't give a crap about this country. You want to basically, wow, you guys are Fabian socialists. You want to bend and mold and forge the world how you see fit. That's what you're doing right now. And by allowing this potato to continue to occupy the White House, you're essentially dooming this country. But you don't care. Because, I guess you like 50 cents hike in gas prices or more right now. Because I remember back in the good old days, 4 or 5 months ago, when gas prices were about $2.20 a gallon. Now they're $2.79 a gallon. Kind of seems a little weird that once President Trump left and went back to Mar-a-Lago, this guy comes into office, gas prices fire through the roof, more people, jam the borders up, with health concerns that we don't know about or can't confirm. And he's going to tell us once we're fully vaccinated, we'll let you know what you can and can't do. But it's just guidance. How often when the government issues guidance, it goes from guidance to a mandate to a law? Pretty damn quick. So this is where we're at, folks. This guy, this human potato is running the country. And he's telling you what you can and can't do. This is what you voted for, folks. You liberal idiots out there. You progressive douchebags. You Democrat demons. This is what you voted for. And I guess you like it. I detest your existence. And matter of fact, on that note, liberals and people left of Pol Pot, Lenin, and Stalin, you can go straight to hell because I have no use for you.